The Supreme Court of India overturned the remission granted to 11 gang rape and murder convicts in the Bilkis Bano case, citing fraud by a petitioner and complicity of the Gujarat government. The court declared the earlier decision naming Gujarat as the appropriate government for remission as illegal, cancelling the release orders. The ruling highlights the need for judicial scrutiny to uphold the rule of law and equality. However, concerns arise over remission policies' lack of transparency, potentially leading to arbitrary power. The article raises questions about whether certain offenders should be ineligible for remission, urging a focus on fair compliance with conditions.
Goswami Tulsidas Ramcharitmanas, composed over 4 centuries ago, has shaped the perception of Lord Rama, emphasizing qualities like sobriety and compassion. The popular invocation Jai Shri Ram with its militant tone emerged in 1990 during the Rath Yatra for the Ram Janmabhoomi temple. As the temple is consecrated on 22 January 2024, the article calls for a holistic understanding of Lord Rama through the Ramcharitmanas, urging focus on his compassionate and childlike aspects. The construction of the Ayodhya temple is seen as a correction of historical wrongs, but the author emphasizes embracing Gandhi's Rama Bhakti for a balanced celebration.
The first advance estimates of India's national income for the current fiscal year indicate a government spending-driven economy. While the National Statistical Office projects a marginal increase in real GDP growth to 7.3%, scrutiny reveals a slowing overall gross value added (GVA) growth to 6.9%. The agriculture sector, vital for the rural economy, is expected to expand at the slowest pace in 8 years, while the trade, hotels, transport, communication, and broadcasting sector is estimated to witness a significant slowdown. Private final consumption expenditure, the largest GDP component, is projected to have its slowest non-pandemic year expansion in over 2 decades at 4.4%. Gross fixed capital formation remains a bright spot. Policymakers face a dilemma between sustaining growth through increased spending or risking fiscal slippage.
During the 2-day Tamil Nadu Global Investors Meet, GIM 2024, the MK Stalin government secured commitments from industry leaders to invest 6.64 lakh rupees crore through 631 Memoranda of Understanding, MOUs. The investments aim to generate over 26.90 lakh jobs, reinforcing Tamil Nadu's economic prowess. The success of GIM 2024 surpasses previous editions, attracting investments in green energy, electric vehicles, manufacturing, defense, aerospace, and IT. The geographical distribution of investments across the state, supported by infrastructure development, could contribute to balanced regional growth. While investor confidence is evident, challenges in translating MOUs into actionable projects and land acquisition need attention for the state's ambitious economic goals.
The recent conflicts in Gaza and Ukraine have led some to question the effectiveness of international law, particularly the rule against the use of force. Despite structural deficiencies and a poor compliance record, it is argued that international law matters. Critics focusing on compliance overlook its normative impact on various actors, including states and non-state entities. The concept of accountability becomes crucial, as international law can hold those wielding public power accountable for their actions. While not ideal, the system prompts explanations and justifications, fostering a universal aspiration towards compliance. International law, though imperfect, remains essential for constraining expansionist and illiberal tendencies in international relations.
In Karnataka, the arrest of auto rickshaw driver Shrikant Pujari in connection with the 1992 Babri Masjid demolition led to protests by the Bharatiya Janata Party (BJP), and Hindutva groups. They accuse the Congress government of appeasement and targeting Ram Bhakts to discourage participation in the Ram Mandir inauguration. Chief Minister Siddaramaiah defended the arrest, citing Pujari's criminal record. Despite the BJP's agitation, Pujari was granted bail, planning to attend the Ayodhya event. The incident showcases potential political leveraging by the BJP in the lead-up to the Lok Sabha elections. The Karnataka government announced special pujas on 22nd January, reinforcing a Hindu narrative.
During Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Lakshadweep visit, photos shared on social media triggered a diplomatic spat when Maldivian deputy ministers made disparaging comments about India and Modi. The Maldivian Foreign Ministry distanced itself and suspended the ministers. Indian social media reacted with calls to cancel trips to the Maldives, prompting concern in the Maldivian tourism sector, which heavily relies on Indian visitors. The row potentially threatens the Maldives' tourism income, showcased by significant growth and its contribution to the country's GDP. If a boycott during the peak holiday season ensues, it could lead to substantial revenue loss, especially considering Indian tourists rank among the highest visitors to the Maldives.
The article discusses the evolution of Project Tiger in India, initiated in 1973 to protect and conserve tigers. The project led to the establishment of tiger reserves, but conflicts arose between the forest bureaucracy and forest dwellers due to violations of the Wildlife Protection Act and Forest Rights Act. The article highlights the importance of addressing these conflicts to ensure the coexistence of tigers and local communities. It also emphasizes the need for proper relocation and rehabilitation of affected communities, respecting their rights and adhering to legal provisions. The article calls for a more inclusive and sustainable approach to tiger conservation in India.
Momentum investing involves buying assets, such as stocks or bonds, with consistently rising prices and selling those with falling prices. This approach contrasts with traditional advice to buy undervalued assets during crisis. Momentum investors focus on discernible trends, anticipating price momentum to persist. Critics argue that it can lead to unsustainable price swings, causing losses for late-selling investors. Some combine value and momentum investing, aiming to capitalize on both. The article also questions the basis of passive investing in market indices, suggesting they're essentially momentum-based strategies relying on stock price movements rather than earnings growth.
A Stanford team led by Manu Prakash has developed a sustainable method to produce absorbent material from sisal leaves, potentially replacing cotton, wood pulp, and chemical absorbents in sanitary napkins. This innovation, reported in Nature Communications Engineering, claims a higher absorption capacity than commercial pads and uses an eco-friendly process without polluting chemicals. Targeting the global need for accessible menstrual hygiene, the team collaborates with a Nepal NGO for scaling up production. Amid rising concerns about the environmental impact of traditional materials, sisal's drought-resistant nature presents a promising solution, offering a viable alternative with low water usage and potential local manufacturing.